It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, we'll see the East All-Stars playing against the West All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much fun is
It's a special day for basketball fans. The All-Star Game, best of the East against best in the Western Conference. And we are proud to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And the West All-Stars have possession.
And guys, you know, we've had some All-Star Game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Davis is out there with Hayward. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Paul in at the point guard. Now James. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. James, no good. Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West, and it was indeed the highest-scoring All-Star game of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, defense has never been what the All-Star game's about, but that was out of control and made for one heck of a show.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
I asked him about how he was going to get the All-Stars comfortable playing with each other, and he said, we're just going to keep our sets very simple and let them go out and make plays. I took one look at the roster and knew all I had to do was get out of the way and we'd have success. Should be fun to watch, guys.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shines brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
Here's Gasol, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Now here's James. Gasol picks up the fouls. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The West All-Stars on D. From past the arc.
His touch has disappeared on him this year. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Paul. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. That All-Star game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook came so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, when Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime, I thought for sure that that record was going to go down.
Wade for 3. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Paul kicks to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Hayward. Baseline try. And Okafor with the block.
Just a little more defense in this game than we're used to.
Yeah, and I'd like to see that, quite honestly. I mean, they're battling hard at both ends right now. That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
And you're going to need some hang time to pull off that kind of a 360. And, you know, this game, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominant.
A three from LeBron. Thompson with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thompson's got his first points of the night. And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently, another trade break that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounting the huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
Russell Westbrook in for the West.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. This is about the sight of Kyle and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball.
Davis setting the pick for Westbrook. Shot off the pick. Tries again. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Now the East All-Stars with it. They trail by one. That moment when the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip really was unique. It was the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you can sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them. It was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
The pass to Wade. Takes a three. That's good. Wade's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the East All-Stars.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held. And you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
And here's Westbrook after LeBron James hitting the free. Westbrook passes to Davis. Both hands to jam it in.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
It's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in the 1962 All-Star game?
I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
And he gets it to go. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
And there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game. But to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combined for 48 threes.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game was 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Man, oh, man.
It was insane. And really, that speaks to the evolution of the game as well. The game has become far more perimeter-oriented in terms of the skill set.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Okafor. Anthony comes in for Pau Gasol. And Irving subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Now here's Hayward. The train. Can't hit. Good D by Irving.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Anthony's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Now here's Westbrook. Screen by Cousins. For three, Durant. East grabs the miss.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
Here is Harden following the basket by LeBron James. Durant, that's good.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
Stolen by Westbrook. And again, it's Anthony Davis. Now it's a 6-point West All-Star lead.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. And what a show Russell Westbrook put on a year ago at the All-Star game. I mean, you could tell early on that he was looking to take over and leave his mark.
Outside Irving. They need this. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one.
But he recovers it. They get it again. Harden. And finally they hit one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
The feed to Westbrook. Right side Durant. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Nice shot by Irving.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
From the baseline. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 12 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
That is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. The West making some changes. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Davis, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Russell Westbrook. It's Harden with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw drops for Zach Randolph. And Randolph drops them both. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 7-point differential, and he gets it to go.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Lillard outside. Cousins with a screen for Lillard. Feeds it to Cousins. Taken away by Anthony. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Now it's just a 3-point West All-Star lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Durant, no good.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Pass to Cousins. Fades back. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Lillard misses. And here's the East. They're on a 12-4 run right now. James wide open. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And so here are the West All-Stars. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Harden dishes to Lillard. Durant just inside the line. Here's Cousins on the mark with the 15-footer.
A big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Irving drives it and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Lillard on top. Outside for Durant. For the three. Again, Durant missing. Irving. Shot no good. A great event unfolding. One quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Hayward. Marc Gasol is out there with Durant. And it's Thompson. And it's Paul in at the one spot.
You know, the officials giving the whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Now here's Thompson. No good on the triple. Down low. Here's Irving. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Davis is checked in for Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Chris Paul. And it's sent back by Horford. Lee Pass was put in just the right spot. 18 points for Mr. Clutch.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Westbrook. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 7 points for Russell Westbrook. Mr. Clutch, the pass to James. Here's Mr. Clutch. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Westbrook drives in, kicks to Gasol, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And that's how it's done. I mean, to find that hole in the defense. And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star Week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Davis with a screen on Irving. And Thompson kicks to Hayward. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now, here's Thompson. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 9 now for the East All-Stars. Mr. Clutch has got the hot hand from outside, shooting 5 of 10 from long range. Here's Davis. And Anthony sends it back. At the elbow, it's James. And he carries that one down. Right in the face of Marc Gasol.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim. Boy, that was
tremendous. That one would be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Yeah, and Melo voted into the All-Star game last year, played in front of the home crowd in New York. In a lot of ways, what must have been a dream come true for him.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, they've got a decent goal to get themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
And the West All-Stars have possession. They trail by 11. Thompson against Irving. And it's sent back by Horford. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The dish to Carmelo. To the middle. Gasol with the steal. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
Find something right. James left side. And it's good off the back rebound in. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter. Here's Westbrook. He has 7. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to James. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Thompson against Irving. Thompson dishes to Westbrook. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Leaves it in without a reach of room around it. And now it's up to 25 points for Mr. Clutch. Irving against Thompson. From downtown, and it's Thompson again missing.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Kicks it out to James. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 19 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 10. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Here's Westbrook. Inside, Thompson laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's Anthony. The West All-Stars pull it in. Westbrook kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Davis. Cannot hit. James with some nice D. Here's Mr. Clutch, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Russell Westbrook.
Talk about being on this game. Look at the numbers for Mr. Clutch. He's got 27 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Gasol. Randolph comes in for Anthony Davis. James Harden, he's checked in for Thompson. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, This has been an impressive offensive output.
Now here's Bledsoe. Knocked loose, and they're moving it up. Here's Mr. Clutch, and he takes that last and powers it through.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Here is Bledsoe. Goes up on the high post. Cannot hit. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Irving for three. Dishes to James. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
On the wing, Harden releases. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Harden's got his second basket of the game. It's LeBron with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Here's Bledsoe. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Cousins pulls it in.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Harden the pass to Hayward. No good from outside. Hayward's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Mr. Clutch has got 33.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now, here is Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Hayward, and it's sent back by Horford. The drive by James. Passes to Mr. Clutch. And here's Anthony from the arc. Good. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here's Randolph. The 3 from Harden. Harden missing again.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the West. Ball comes in for Eric Bledsoe.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
They set the pick, and the wide-open shot from Paul. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And he gets it to go.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
On the wing, James. From the arc. West All-Stars with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Paul dishes to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. No good.
not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
The pass to Mr. Clutch. A fader. Randolph grabs the board. And so here are the West All-Stars. Paul kicks to Durant. Looking to get back on track here. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
One shot. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed to. How many layups have they gotten today?
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The East All-Stars up on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And in this completely jam-packed arena, we are glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All five guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to...
And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final two quarters.
Anthony out there with Horford. Then it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Irving at the two-guard. That's the group starting the second half for David Bryant.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last five baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Davis sets a screen. Gasol kicks to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Now, here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Hayward can't hit. And here's the break. Here's Mr. Thompson.
To say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like, I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Paul, Hayward's got space. But they'll get another chance. Here's Gasol. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Now, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
The East making a switch. Okafor's checked in. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Irving. Hits it from three-point line. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Paul outside. Davis setting the pick for Paul. On its way from Hayward for two. That one off the back iron and out.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Paul kicks to Davis. Paul outside. And Okafor with the block. James against Paul. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Outside Irving. Fires for three. The West All-Stars pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Davis setting the pick for Hayward. A wide open look for Gasol. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 18 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Hey, get 3-3. Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
And some changes here for the East. Paul George, he's checked in for Anthony. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Thompson. He's got 9. There's the feed to Hayward. He kicks it to Gasol. And it's the East with the rebound. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now, here's Thompson. Paul goes in. On its way from Hayward for 2. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. To the inside. Here's Okafor. Davis with some nice D.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Hayward on the wing, covered by LeBron. Goes up to the stripe. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 14. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Hayward. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the East All-Stars?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. The West All-Stars have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
George, no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Paul. And Okafor with the block. And here's the East. Here's Mr. Clutch. No good on the 3. Thompson in the corner. Fires from the wing. Shot is off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Wade outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Now Paul. He has 7. Davis with a screen on George. Here's Gasol. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 16 points for Marc Gasol.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The three from George. And that one's good.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's West now. Paul kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Hayward. Down low, Gasol. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And Thompson kicks to Paul. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. LeBron's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seems to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
And some changes here for the East. Al Horford is checked in for Okafor. Anthony comes in for George. And Irving subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Durant with the steal. Lillard outside. At the elbow, it's Gasol. There's the bucket. Good. Gasol's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time. And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
Taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Davis dishes to Thompson. Here is Lillard. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. 4 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Durant. Lillard misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he gets the bucket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside Gasol. It's Thompson off the drive. And it's the East with the rebound. LeBron's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mr. Clutch brings it from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 40 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
No good with the wing jumper. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Thompson kicks to Gasol. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Boy, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Irving following the basket by Anthony Davis. Mr. Clutch, the pass to James. That 3 off the mark. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Cousins comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's James Harden in for Klay Thompson. Davis drives in, and he gets it to go. Davis has got 16.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, He abuses defenders.
Great overlook there.
This looks like a three-game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
No good from Cousins.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
They grab their own miss. Irving from long range. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 25 points.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 16-6 run. Wasted no time on that one. And now it's 27 points for Kyrie Irving. Lillard outside.
Durant.
Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 11 rebounds in the game. The 19-foot shot, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Anthony. And it's 29 points for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. To the wing right side. A three ball. And he gets the bucket. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
It took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow from outside. And boy, is that time.
Zach Randolph's checked in for the West. Brandon Knight comes in for Lillard. Now here's LeBron. He's got 31. Cousins pulls it in. Irving against Harden. Lots of room. Another shot, and it's laid in by Cousins. Cousins has got his second. Bucket of the night.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
From deep, James. That's good.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
As a former outstanding rebounder myself, I can certainly appreciate what this guy is doing. An extraordinary combination of talent and desire is what allows him to do what he's done today. Great performance.
They'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions within this.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. East All-Stars up on top, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Brandon Knight is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Hayward. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Cousins in at the foul. A nice shot by Knight.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's Anthony. Sweet little floater.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Feeds it to Randolph. Lets it go from 14. That's short off the rim.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. James outside. Anthony on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
On its way from Irving for 2. He trains the quick shot. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
Boy, Kyrie Irving, he's starting to fill it up in bunches now.
Knight on the wing to the middle. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
And it's sent back by Horford. Passes to Mr. Clutch. Takes the 3. Zach Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Hayward dishes the Bledsoe. Randolph a screen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And that is good. LeBron's got 36.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That's good. Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Cousins throws it down.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, out with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Knight kicks to Randolph. Randolph sets a screen for Bledsoe. In the corner, it's Hayward. 3-pointer. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's 13 points for Gordon Hayward. And here's the East. Inside. In the dunk by Horford.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now, here's Cousins. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Anthony.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
So, for the West, Marc Gasol has checked in for Cousins, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Got that one up quick. 6 points for Lillard.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Anthony. He makes his 10th basket of the night for the field. He has missed on 3 this game only.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lillard attacking, but he stays with it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And they're running. Here's Irving. Gasol with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Now here's Lillard.
Down. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
That's tipped. And here we go. Pushing it up.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely. Entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Now here's Lillard. Fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Well, just take a look at what Lillard's done tonight. He's got 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter. And the Executive of the Year award, it is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Randolph. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GM's Clark, it's...
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his 5th foul.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of fouls.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Lillard attacking. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10. Here's Irving. And they catch him right away with the quick shot. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Lillard dishes tonight. Durant for 3. And it's the East with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Nobody near Irving. No good on the triple. To the inside. Here's Knight. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anthony's got 17 now just in the second half.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. They want things to be easy on themselves here late. Make sure he has the ball. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And he's done the job. Here all day, just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. I'll tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. He's perfect from the line this time.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress. Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Irving, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Irving's got 37.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Nobody near Lillard. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Lillard's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Kicks it to Wade. And he uses the pass on the layup.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Knight passes to Lillard. Outside Randolph. Back to Lillard. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
On its way from Irving for 2. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Irving's got 39.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Knight kicks to Lillard. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Gasol's got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being fouled. That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Inside and stolen by Horford. Fade away. And the pass to Mr. Clutch. Right side Irving. Goes back up. No good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Outside Knight. The 19-foot shot. And it's the East with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he gets it to go.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Lillard attacking, and it's hit back by Horford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford. George is checked in for the East. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the West. Bledsoe comes in for Kevin Durant. .50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Randolph dishes to Bledsoe. From 13, shot is off. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Irving against Bledsoe. Here's Mr. Clutch. Nice D from Lillard.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They're ahead by 34. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
To the left side wing. And stolen by Knight. And here's the fast break. And Randolph with the basket on the assist by Bledsoe.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And for the Eastern Conference, they scored a victory on their home turf here in Toronto. That runs their all-time record in the All-Star game to 38-27. The West has a long way to go, guys, to catch up.
It's going to take a while, you're right. Well, as always, we've had a blast bringing this game to you. The
2K Sports post-game show.
And this year's All-Star game, another classic and a long... It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them. And he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, he had fun out there. He also didn't shy away from putting on that flash and pizzazz to make the highlights. I thought he gave the fans a gutsy performance. All the celebrities stopped looking at me and
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent.